Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another exciting episode of All About You. In today's segment, I am going to be talking about a very iconic relationship topic, and that is the understanding of what baggage is, especially when it's in a relationship or before you enter a relationship. Because as we all know, when you go dating or when you meet someone outside or meet someone inside a club or anywhere you may actually see them, you want to talk to them, you want to get to know them. And of course, most people just want sex. But all in all, I've been hearing a misinterpretation of what baggage is. And obviously, this may be opinionated, but I'm going to give you guys my take on what baggage is because I've been hearing other YouTubers, I'm not going to name no names, but very good guys that you probably can learn from. But they do have a misconception that I don't really appreciate, and they're so caught up in this alpha mentality where they're not really realizing that at the end of the day, we're all human. Having the I don't give a shit mentality is okay as far as prioritizing your own business and making sure that you excel in life, but you can't put down others. So a misconception that tends to be a thing lately is that if a woman has a bunch of bodies, she has baggage, quote unquote. I've heard it from people saying if she has 20, 30 bodies or 150, whatever, any amount. Guys and girls know this for sure, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter if you slept with 1 or 100 people. It doesn't really matter as long as you didn't catch no disease, you don't have a virus, you don't have anything that's self-contaminated, okay? You're not damaged goods if you slept with 100 people. Now, obviously, that might be a make or break for certain individuals. If a man found out that you slept with that many bodies, they may not be interested in you. And that's perfectly fine because you're entitled to like whoever you want to like, and you're entitled to be with whoever you want to be with, And some people have stipulations. You still have men that are after virgins. And if that's what they want, by all means, go for it. Does that make or break a woman? Is that what makes a woman a woman? No, a virgin or someone who has sex plenty of times, that should not really stand in the way of, you wanting to get to know them or you trying to progress a relationship. Now, I will tell you this. What baggage actually is your past. And this goes for a man and a woman. But it's a lingering past, okay? We're not talking about just you sleeping with people and, hey, you have a certain body count. No, we're talking about example children. Unfortunately, ladies, yes, that is baggage. If you have a child and you are no longer with that man or husband or whatever that man was to you, and you are entering a new relationship with another gentleman or another man, guess what? You're bringing baggage. Is that child, is that child a problem necessarily? No, it's not the child's fault that you had him or had her. But at the end of the day, this is an extra responsibility that you're putting on the man that you get with. Now, if you get with the guy that don't give a shit about you and that's just gonna, run right through you and bang and get out, then, at the end of the day, that's not gonna be his worry. A lot of these YouTubers are teaching men that basically say, hey, if you meet a girl that has a kid, just, have sex with her and discard her. Have sex with her a few times and then that's it. And that, lovely subscribers and all you guys that, been following me, is not the right path. You don't want to be doing that. That's just you being a dick, you being very messed up. And, we have a lot of negativity going around in this world. You don't need to add to it, okay? So what I would tell you this is, ladies, if you do have a child or several children, I know most of you that are already 21 and up do. Believe it or not, sadly, a lot of you women been opening your legs a little too freely. But it is what it is. When you're young and you're horny and you want excitement and you meet these bad guys or these men that, you just tend to be attracted to, which that's a whole nother topic, it's understandable how you can progress and end up having children with these people. Now, you should be learning from your mistakes. A lot of yous don't, which is a whole nother topic as well, because a lot of yous are chasing the guys that don't do shit for you or that make you basically, they all they want to do is have sex with you, which that's not quite the best thing for you. But again, this is only my advice. You don't have to take it. as like the Hodge twins would say, do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's their mentality. So at the end of the day, you do you. But for you men out there, you men that, you happen to come across a woman with children, know that that is baggage, but you don't have to discard her immediately. See what she's all about, talk with her, get to know the person, and if she's willing to treat you good, and what I mean good, men, I mean good. I mean someone that realizes that, hey, they fucked up in their past, they ended up getting with a guy that probably wasn't a good fit for them and having children. Again, it's not the child's fault, but you already had them. These ladies cannot give you the BS answer, oh, my son or my daughter comes first. None of that. We're not talking about those women that are just using you as a beta provider. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is a thing. A lot of women do use men. They use men for their resources. And that is disgusting. That is not good, because at the end of the day, a woman, yes, you may be pretty. Yes, you may have a pussy between your legs. But at the end of the day, that's not going to cut it. Everyone that's watching my channel now, know that you need to have more than just that in order to be with a man especially that has his shit together. Because guys, if a woman, all they have to do is, if all they have is to offer their body to you, that's not the right fit. Those are the women that you could just use, have sex, maybe take them out here and there, but don't invest. Don't make that an investment, which I will talk about that in another video. But don't give that don't prioritize that. Those are the type of women that you can have fun with, and then you move along your merry way. But a good woman, a woman that's going to be like, you know what? I know I made mistakes in my life. I know that, things are, I'm putting this person in an unfortunate circumstance, because you shouldn't have to deal with it. If you yourself don't have children and you don't have any other responsibility other than your own butt, then you shouldn't have to be taking care of another woman's child. And that's another thing. It's ways to navigate that, so you make sure that that woman takes care of her own child. Now, somewhere along the line, you may be a stepfather if things get more serious. And again, only if that woman makes sure that you're also number one. I want to make sure that she's taking care of her own child, because that's important, but you need to be also the center of her attention, which that's another thing that I will talk about. Because a lot of women try to put men below them. They try to make it seem like they're superior because they're getting a lot of likes on Facebook or heart emojis and a lot of thirsty ass men, hitting them up in their DMs, basically talking about how they would treat them and how they would fuck them and all that extra bullshit. No. Note that you're better than that, okay? And that's something that in this channel we're going to instill. It's about being aware so you can have that red pill mentality, but also, making sure that you are still you. You have to become the best version of yourself. Not trying to become someone that you're not fake it till you make it, none of that bullshit. You got to be the best version of you. Whatever you are, whoever you represent, you got to just make sure that you're that and more. Make sure that you're the best that you can be. But again, guys, that is a form of baggage. You want to know what's also baggage? A woman that cannot get over her exes. And there are men like that, but we're going to be talking about women in this segment. A lot of women, they have orbiters around them, which I'm pretty sure you heard this term down by many other YouTubers, as far as men that they keep in touch with, men that they meet on a daily basis, men that are in their inbox right now. People that they see as a suitable number, meaning that these are guys that they may give them time in the event that there's nothing better. It's like grunt 1, grunt 2, grunt 3, or whatever. These people are guys that will be pretty much their second pick, their hand-me-downs, essentially. Which you don't want to be that. You don't want to be with a woman that has that mentality or has that mind frame, okay? One thing you want to do is make sure that your woman, the girl that you are interested in, isn't, stuck in the past. Make sure that she's not trying to get with any of her exes. Make sure that that's not on her mind. She should not be bringing in any conversation about her exes unless that happens to be a topic, which that's something that I would avoid. When you guys are there together, when it's you and her, it's all about you. It's all about you two at that moment. Talk about what you want to do as a couple. Talk about what your values are. Talk about where you want to be if you're trying to get into a relationship with her. Now, if you're just there to have fun and it's a mutual thing, by all means, it doesn't really matter. Again, do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's entirely up to you. You can navigate your own life how you want to. But if you're trying to have a valuable relationship, that's something that you have to make sure your woman is not caught up on. You got to make sure that the past is the past. And that is what baggage is. It's when a person brings whatever is in their past, they bring it to their future or their present. I had situations, guys and girls, which I'm not going to get too caught up into it, but I'll just give you a scenario. I was with a woman, many years ago, where she had a lot of exes that were in her past in that current present. And I used to ask her, I used to tell her, like, what's going on? Why this guy in your life, that's not even your baby daddy. That's not even the baby father to the child that you have. What's up with you keeping him as a string along? And she used to say, oh, he was so good to my child. He's the best thing that happened to my child and I don't want him to lose that. Well, I used to tell her, you don't need another stepfather in his life. That guy was in your life and you deemed him as not good enough for whatever reason, it just didn't work out. Hey, well, guess what? The moment you left him, that connection he had with your child also was left. But she was being slick and there was actually a lot more to it than that. I'm not going to get into the details, but don't allow yourself to be string along by these women. Men, you gotta stay strong. You have to have balls, And this is something that I went through, experience. Experience will teach you a lot, but you don't have to make the same mistakes I made. You don't have to make the same mistakes other individuals have made in their past. You can learn and be better and just use this knowledge to your advantage to make sure that your future is more brighter. And again, this channel's all about you. It's all about your progression in life, how you do in whatever. Obviously, this is a good gaming channel. This is a place where you could get better at the Dragon Ball Super card game, but this is also a place where you can get better in life in general, okay? So again, guys and girls, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I will answer them. If you have any topics that you want me to discuss, by all means, let it be known so I know what I can start talking about and, give you some of my own guidance. But Peter, Katani, and Corbin, I know you guys, you guys from the Dragon Ball Super community, if anyone is wondering. These guys, they went through some hardships with their exes and they wanted me to kind of discuss more along the lines of how to get their ex back. I might have a video for that, but to be honest, you should leave that in the past. Let's be for real. If you're no longer with that girl now, let it be. Let her move on. You move on. You could do better without them in your life. There's a reason why an ex is an ex, and normally it's because you cross them out. You get rid of them. You don't need them. Whether they got rid of you or you got rid of them, move on. But if you do want me to do a video on that and want me to go through some details of stuff that you could do in order to try to at least appeal, I can do that. But I'm going to be honest, between man and man, you don't need it. You can get another woman. There's billions, trillions of women on this planet. There's many where you're at. I'm pretty sure in your neighboring state. There's many in your own state. You don't need that. You can move on and have more healthier relationships in the future. But guys and girls, thank you for watching. And as always, this channel is all about you.